Hey guys, what's up? It's Alec Torelli. Welcome back to the episode where I take your questions, or the show where I take your questions and answer them here in short videos. Today's question comes from Mikey from Manchester. He says, what motivates you to be successful and what drives you to want to have a better lifestyle, career, or health? In other words, what just keeps you inspired and motivated to keep going and get a little bit better? Mikey, this is a great question. And honestly, I feel like we're really lucky to be born into a world, a reality, into a lifestyle, into a culture where purpose is one of the biggest struggles amongst men today. I feel like it's really a conversation that it's not had a lot, but if you think about one of the biggest problems, and this is absolutely, first world problem, grateful to even have this problem, but purpose is really something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's finicky, it's difficult. It's like one day you can feel like everything is going well and your life's in line, and then from day to day, at least it can feel like this for me from time to time, is like where you just feel like off aligned. It's not aligned, and it's easy to feel like you're doing everything right and you're going in this right direction, and then all of a sudden it's like, what am I doing it all for? What's the big picture here? What's the goal? What's the purpose of this whole thing? And so I feel like a lot of people struggle with this idea of purpose. They really struggle to have a purpose in their lives. And it's like and the reason I'm kind of hammering this home at the beginning is without that, it's really hard to be motivated to be successful. So without something that's bigger than yourself, or bigger than what your immediate goals are, without a big picture understanding of why you want to do what you do, what is it behind the superficial immediate success that you want that's more important than that, then I feel like apathy creeps in, right? So let's say your goal is to I want to, I'm starting this company and I want to have 100 paying customers. It's like, okay, that's a goal, and you can be motivated by that goal for a while, and maybe you reach that goal, but then what? Why is having 100 paying customers important, or why is having your product be distributed nationally important? If there's nothing about your product that is fueling your deeper purpose, if you don't feel like your business or your life or what you're spending your time on is fueling that deeper purpose, then it's easy to feel like deflated or defeated even if you achieve those superficial goals. And so for me, it's about two things. So first and foremost, and I put an exercise together at alectorelli.com/blog. You can click the link below and probably get access to it as well. But it really helps people understand their finances and get those in order, but also help them navigate towards what I call their North Star. And that's achieving the goals in their life that are deeply important to them. And it has to do more with being something or doing something or pursuing something than it does by having something or owning something. And when your goals are more in line with those sorts of things, experiential goals rather than physical, like having something or owning something, then that gives people a sense of purpose and passion and motivation and excitement that is bigger than themselves. Like if you're motivated by, okay, I want to get 100 customers so that I can use the money to do this, like start a business or donate it to this charity, or start a business that's going to impact the world in this way, or hire someone to get me on to start my own podcast so I can share my message with the world, or I want to do it so that I can live for 6 months in Italy and learn Italian. That was one of the things on my bucket list when I was in my early 20s. Like suddenly playing poker to make money had importance to me. It had significance to me more than just arbitrarily tallying up zeros in my bank account. It was actually about connecting it to something that was bigger than myself. So the exercises at alectorelli.com I feel like are good. There are other exercises you can do as well. I recommend a book called Happier by Tal Ben-Shahar. He's a professor at Harvard. He teaches a course on happiness. And I feel like he was an economics professor or something totally different. And he started teaching this esoteric course, and it became the most popular course at Harvard, believe it or not. And he wrote a book about it. And this book was really meaningful to me, really shaped the way I thought about things. And it's basically discusses the premise that happiness is about the journey, not the destination. And so there has to be something that you're enjoying that has intrinsic value, that is meaningful to you, that you're actually enjoying the journey of what you're doing, not just achieving the end result of making $1 million or whatever it is that's superficial. So goals, he says, are there to liberate us, to enjoy the process and the journey of trying to achieve something. And so for me, it's about setting ambitious goals, setting goals that challenge me but that aren't overwhelming, but very ambitious, like at the edge of overwhelming. So right there. But really challenging, because that's stimulating to me and that's motivating to me. So I have very ambitious goals. I have ambitious life goals. And I've actually, for all the entrepreneurs out there, there's a great book called The E-Myth Revisited. And there's this concept that he talks about in this book called the primary aim. And the exercises I mentioned will help you do this too. And there's variations of this thrown around in the entrepreneurial literature today. But basically, it's this idea of trying to find out what's the big picture purpose in your life. What's like the big picture life vision that you have for yourself. And I felt like doing the exercises in that book, and I've done variations of them over the years, really helped me understand better of like what I really wanted in my life, what I wanted in my lifestyle. Like, what kind of life did I want to live? Did I want to have homes in different places? Did I want to travel? How did I want to travel? Did I want to stay in nice resorts? Did I want to go to conferences? Did I want to have people that I surrounded myself with on a daily basis that I was working with? And all these things that I wanted in my life, and I'm realizing, wow, now I understand more about what I actually want, and I'm becoming more clear about what is going to be meaningful to me and what I want to work on. And not only that, but I'm realizing, these things cost money. And so now when I'm focused on a business goal, like we want to have 20 people from all over the world sell out our live event at Conscious Poker, it's like, okay, well, now with that money I could do something important. I can hire more people to work with me to grow my content, to share my message with the world. To me, that's meaningful. I feel like I have my business, and I've made a video about this. Actually, one of the first videos on this YouTube is about your business versus your purpose, your brand versus your purpose. And it's like, I have my business, which is Conscious Poker, that I'm working on selling products, but then I have what I feel like is my purpose, which is sharing my ideas and message with the world, which I'm able to do gratefully on this YouTube and my blog, alectorelli.com. And it's like having more people that work with me to help me expand that vision and get me to do more keynotes and travel around and share my message with the world would be really meaningful. So I could use the money from my business to pursue something that for me would be deeply motivating and meaningful. I have I have a family. I'm married, been married for 5 years. No kids, but married for 5 years. And it's like, just creating a lifestyle that's important to us, that's exciting for us, that's meaningful to us for the next, hopefully we live another 70, 100 years. With advances in technology, we live a long time. And it's about wanting to live an exciting lifestyle that I have ambitious goals for, that I want to do for the next 70 years. And so it's really about realizing like what you actually want with your life, and then mapping that out to exactly how much that costs on an annualized basis, and then realizing, okay, I got work to do. Some people want to buy an island. Some people want to start a massive company. Some people want to have 50 people working for them. Like, so it depends on how lofty your goals are. Those things are going to cost resources, and the only way to do that is to be better. It's to have a better lifestyle. It's to have a better career. It's to be healthier. And so for me, the health part of it that you mentioned is the anchor. Like, the healthier I am, the more that I could deliver, right? Like today I feel great. I ate super clean. I worked out. I crushed my Peloton bike workout. I ate super well. I meditated. I journaled. I did all the things. I checked all the boxes that are going to make me in my peak performance mode. And so the healthier I am, the more vibrant I could be, the more I could deliver my message to the world. I can make these videos because I feel great. I don't have brain fog. I eat well. I exercise. I can live longer. I can take care of people around me. I could do a lot if I'm healthier and I'm well. I could travel more. I could see more of the world. I could hike a mountain, right? So health is the anchor that allows you to actualize all the rest of these goals you have. And then with your career, it's about finding a career that gives you that meaning. Or if your career doesn't, because you have to kind of grind in a career you don't like to get what you do like. Sometimes, as Oprah says, you have to do what you have to until you can do what you want to. It's about understanding that there's a big picture goal beyond your career or on the side of your career while you're working on your side hustle, that your career is going to give you that. It's going to get you closer to that thing that's important to you or meaningful to you. And so it's really about understanding those things and really about going through the exercises, and hopefully I gave you some cool resources here in this video. It's about doing that, right? And living the better lifestyle is just about keeping, like, my motto in life is freedom, excitement, and choices. So it's about actualizing those things in my lifestyle and realizing they cost money, they cost control of my time, and the more money I have, the more I can control my time. And so that motivates me to be successful. And it's understanding what success means for me and what it means for you, most importantly, and then mapping your actions towards those ambitions. Right? So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, you'll let me know by liking it, giving a like below, and leaving a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe to my channel. That lets me know that I'm putting out awesome content for you guys, so I can give you guys more awesome content on this YouTube channel. If you have questions, alectorelli.com/askalec. I'll pick the best ones and feature them here in future videos. You guys are awesome. Thanks for your time. Cheers.